Hey guys, this is Idhi from Best of Beauty and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through my top favorite products of 2021. I had done this sort of a video last year as well and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So I thought that I'll just do one again, and I personally just love, talking about my favorite products. So obviously this video is going to have a lot of new makeup favorites because I've tried a bunch of products and I'm going to again break it down into categories so it's easier for you guys. And it's also going to have some skincare as well, so it's going to be a really informative video if you're looking for newer products to try out. So I really hope that you enjoy it, and without any further ado, let's just jump into it. Also, if you are new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to hit the red subscribe button, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well for more such content. And yeah, let's go. So as I said that I'm going to break it down into different categories. I always like to start off with like foundation, concealer, powder, and then bronzer, blush, lip category at the end, and eyes as well. So that way there's a flow to the video. And also I'm going to mention everything in the description box below, so if you don't want to watch this entire video or listen to me talk for like 20-25 minutes, then you can easily go over there and check the description with all of the links as well. So first we're going to start off with just products I loved using to prep my skin before I went in with foundation. So first up is this, which is Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I really love this moisturizer. It just makes your skin feel so nice and juicy, and it's not sticky whatsoever, and it acts as a really good moisturizing base before I apply foundation. So this is the one that I've been using a lot. And then second up is this, which is Bobbi Brown's Illuminating Moisture Balm. So this has that glow to it. So this is not like just a moisturizer, but this has that beautiful like glow to it, as you can tell. And this also feels really nice on the skin and adds that beautiful glow, and you guys know that I love using such kind of products. And this is the mini size that I have. Again, the shade, I'm going to mention it in the description box. It's so beautiful. Just look at that. Makes your skin look really just glossy and just dewy, which is something that I really love and feels so nice on the skin. So these are the two products that I've been loving. And also if you are someone with like really dry skin, then you can opt for this, which is the Calabar Cellular Dry Oil. This again just feels so moisturizing and just like nourishing on the skin, and great for winters as well when you want that extra boost of hydration. So just like use the tiniest amount of product, you don't need a lot, and then just apply it on your cheeks, let it sit for a while, and then after it has like sunk into the skin, that's when you go in with like a foundation. This also being a oil doesn't feel sticky, which is what I really like. So these three have to be my favorite picks for just like prepping your skin for makeup. Moving on to foundations, I personally did not try a lot of new foundations because I like using concealers as a base product, but these four have to be my favorites. First up is this, which is the K-Beauty Hydrating Foundation. Light to medium coverage is what it gives, and it feels really nice and natural on the skin as well, which is why I really like it. Blends so nicely and doesn't feel heavy at all. And then we have this, which is the Calabar 24 Hours Weightless Liquid Foundation. This has a slightly thicker consistency as compared to the K-Beauty one, but this just blends so nicely and covers also really well, has like medium coverage. So this is another one that I really liked. Then we have this, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This actually I tried out pretty late considering it's so popular, and the shade that I have is 3W1 Tawny. This is the foundation I'm wearing on my face today. As you can tell, it just looks so nice. I take like the tiniest amount of product and I blend it with my fingers because this is a liquid foundation, so you don't even need a brush. It, as I said, like looks so good on the skin and looks very natural. Stays also for a really good time as well. So this is the third favorite. And then we have a stick foundation. You guys know I'm obsessed with stick foundations, especially because they are like multi-purpose products. You can use them as concealer, you can use them as foundation. And this one by Huda, the faux filter one in Tres Leches, has to be another favorite. This feels so nice and lightweight on the skin and gives like the right amount of coverage. If you are someone who has combination skin or oily skin, then you can opt for something like this because it's gonna, you know, really stick to the face as well and not move. So yeah, those four have to be my foundation picks. Also, please let me know in the comments down below which foundations or base products you guys have been loving, because, or just other products also you've been loving, because I would love to try them out. Whenever I shoot a YouTube video, and I don't shoot a lot of them, I get so excited because I love talking to you guys about, you know, things that I've been loving and just like recommend some good products for you. So next, let's move on to concealers, which has to be my favorite category, and that's the reason I am super picky about the ones that I like, and these two have made the cut. So first up is this, which is the Dior Forever Skin Correct in 3WO. Again, such a beautiful product to use all over the face as well as a base product, and as a concealer has like light to medium coverage, and I really like how it just, you know, melts into the skin and looks really nice. So this is the first one. Second is this, and I fell in love with this like instantly. This is the Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer, and I don't know why people are not talking about this enough, because this really deserves the attention. This is in Oat, and this is the concealer that I'm wearing under my eyes today. Feels so good, blends like a dream. It covers really well, has like medium coverage again, but obviously you can build it up if you want like more coverage, and it still looks so nice. It doesn't, you know, like look really just like dry and flaky under the eyes, which is what I really like. I highly recommend these two. They are so good. I have so many, you know, products in front of me that I almost forgot to mention this, which is the Smashbox Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I'm that sort of a person who would either use just concealer, or then I would like use foundation and concealer together. I don't like using BB creams or tinted moisturizers because I feel like it's just an additional step. But this is an exception because it provides a beautiful glow to the skin. So if you like, you know, glowy skin, you want something really lightweight, and it's not going to provide too much coverage, just like very sheer, and at the same time it has SPF in it. This is the product for you. I'm in the shade light medium. It also comes in like a couple of shades as well, so really recommend you check this out. For powders, I have 3 recommendations for you. First up is this, which is the K Beauty Translucent Setting Powder. I really like how it just feels so lightweight under your eyes. It doesn't feel like you're wearing powder at all. Then we have this, if you want a little bit more coverage and longevity, then this is a really good one, which is the Huda Loose Powder, again in translucent. I just prefer using translucent because then you don't have to figure out a shade, and it just sets makeup really well. And then we have this, and I might be really late to the party. This is the Smashbox Studio Fix powder in NC35. I don't know why I have not tried this before, but this is the shade that I use. I've used it under my eyes today. Sets beautifully, also provides a little bit of coverage as well. So yeah, really enjoying these 3 powders. So those were all of the base product recommendations, and I've narrowed it down to like very few, so that, you know, I don't like talk about a zillion products and then again confuse you guys. Next, moving on to bronzer. So first up is this, which is the Refi Cream Bronzer, which the moment I used it, I fell in love. Firstly, the shade is just like the perfect shade for me. This is in tan. I got this from their website and had it shipped to India via ship out from USA. That's a service that I use whenever I have to get anything from abroad, and this is how it looks like. It's just so beautiful. I love using this as a bronzer on myself. Sometimes I honestly like bronzer, and like I use bronzer and contour together. I don't like use separate products. Then we have this, which again I've recently tried out, and this is the Bahama Mama bronzer, and this is again such a good like mix between like a cool but warm tone bronzer. It's not, I feel like the shade is just really good for Indian skin. I'm actually using the bronzer on myself today. Adds that beautiful warmth to the skin without being too much, and blends so nicely. Like, you need a bronzer that's gonna blend, otherwise it's gonna look really patchy on your skin, but this does not do that. Again, this is gonna last you for a really long time. So yeah, those two have to be my bronzer slash contour recommendations. Next up are blushes. I don't know why I did not try a lot of new blushes, but these are the ones that I kept using. So first up is this, which is the MAC Glow Play blush in Grand. Has a really unique like texture. I've not seen a blush like this, and the best part about this is that you can build it on. Like, it's not gonna pack a lot of like color in one go and make it look patchy. Also blends in so nicely and looks really nice and natural on the skin as well, which is what I really like about this. Then we have this, which is Henna Lush Rouge in Russet. I've done a separate video on this on Instagram as well. It's a liquid blush and has the most beautiful like nude color to it. You can use this on a day-to-day basis as well. Is really pigmented, so you need like the tiniest amount of product, but again blends in so nicely. Sorry. Then we have these two. So first up is Nude Sticks. Has to be again one of my favorites in the shade Sun Kissed. Okay, I always, whenever I take this cap off, always the brush, you know, shows up first. So this is the color. Again, I like to use these sort of like nudish, warm toned blushes, especially on my cheeks, because that's what looks really nice. And then we have this, which is, and again, like such a beautiful product, but again nobody has spoken about it. It's the Colorbar Kiss Proof gel lip color. So this is actually like a tint, but I love using this on my cheeks actually, and the shade that I have is called as Raunchy. It's just such a beautiful shade, and again it is transfer proof, so it is not gonna budge, and I really like how it just blends and looks like a really nice fresh tint on your cheeks. So this is a must have. And then I also really like this, which is the Ilana Organics tint. They changed the packaging and made it into a roller ball, so it's really easy to use. I personally love using tints only on my cheeks, not on my lips, because on my lips they settle into fine lines and I don't like that. Smells divine, like strawberries literally in a bottle, and I absolutely love that. Next up is like a all-in-one palette, which again I've been using a lot, and this is by Charlotte Tilbury. Firstly, look how stunning the packaging is, and it has like a huge mirror, and it comes with literally everything you would need. So while I'm traveling, I actually carry this a lot. So first up we have the bronzer, then we have this blush, which is really pretty. It's actually the shade that I'm wearing on my cheeks right now. Then all of these eyeshadows are so stunning. I'm actually wearing like a combination of these two shades on my eyes as well, and the blush on my eyes. So literally you can play around with all of these colors, and it's just a really versatile palette. So you know, it's expensive, but you're not going to regret it because you're going to get a lot of use out of this. For eyeshadows, I have 3 palette recommendations for you. I don't think I experimented again a lot with eyeshadows. I felt like I was doing a lot of these like neutral, you know, like subtle looks. But first up we have this, which is the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palette in the shade Pumpkin Spice. Just look at this. It's like the most beautiful neutral slash warm toned eyeshadow palette, and if you're a beginner, then this is such a good one to try out. It blends again really nicely, great pigment, and so like just very travel friendly. Then we have this, which is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette, and I've always wanted to try out eyeshadow palettes, and this is available on Sephora. Just look again how stunning these shades are. Literally again the only palette you would need if you're traveling anywhere, and I really like the shade selection, the quality on these eyeshadows. They blend by themselves, like it's so easy. And then we have this, which is Morphe Truth or Bare eyeshadow palette. Again, just look at these shades. Again, as I said, you know, all of these are in those same like neutral tone category, but this has like a little bit of color as well. I'm distracted by myself in the mirror, but yeah, again, such a beautiful palette. Just Morphe eyeshadows in general, you cannot go wrong with this or the Jaclyn Hill one. Both are really good. Next we have eyeliner and kajal. These two are the ones that I have been using constantly. So for kajal, it's this, which is the MAC Mini Kajal. This is the only kajal that does not smudge on me at all. Even the K Beauty Gel Kajal is really good, but this one is just amazing. It does not budge whatsoever, and that's the thing that I look for in a kajal, because otherwise, you know, my eyelids are very oily, so it just transfers, and that's something that you don't want. And then for liquid liner, it's this one. This is the only liquid liner I've been using all year. I'm not even exaggerating. Whenever I have to do a line, this is the one that I go for. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's the best one I've tried so far. Like, it just, you know, creates that perfect line. And you know, because with sketch pen liners, sometimes they just dry up, or you know, they are not intensely pigmented, but this one just does not disappoint me. I've used it for, as I said, like almost a year now, and this is such a good one. So these two have to be my favorites. Moving to mascaras, I actually tried a lot of new mascaras, which is very unlike me, because I don't, you know, use mascaras a lot, because I just feel like my eyelashes just fall off whenever I am removing it. But yeah, these are the ones that I really liked. First up is this, which is the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. This is a waterproof mascara, so it is a bit of a pain when you're removing it, but it just adds the most beautiful volume and length. Does not make them like super clumpy or anything. Also, one tip I would like to, you know, give you guys is, whenever I use any mascara, I take off the excess no matter what. So you know, this one is just such a good formulation. So this is the first one. Then we have this, which is the Natasha Moore mascara, and firstly, how stunning is the packaging. It's all rose gold, and this is how the wand looks like. It has a thinner wand, but again adds such nice length. And again, whichever, you know, ones I'm recommending, they are not going to make your lashes clumpy, because I personally don't like that effect. And then we have this, which is again was such a surprise. I just randomly bought it. This is the Calabar Zoom and Whoosh mascara. This has, like, you know, either you can use this side, which is I think the lengthening side, and then you have the other one, which is the volume one. This is the one that I personally use, and that's the mascara that I'm wearing on my lashes today. Again, something that really surprised me. I personally don't like mascaras that are super wet, because otherwise it's just going to transfer everywhere, even when I'm applying it. So these three are my favorites. Oh, sorry, one more. I almost forgot. This is the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. I love using this, because I feel like Bobbi Brown just does such good mascara formulations, and this is just again like a really nice everyday sort of a mascara. It's not like super long lasting or anything, but it just naturally makes your lashes look good. So yeah, those four are my mascara recommendations. For lip balm, I would say that this is the one that I tried and I really fell in love, which is the Bobbi Brown Extra Lip Tint, and this is in the shade Bare Blackberry, but they have like so many shades to choose from. This is such a good hydrating lip balm. You guys know how much I love the Dior Lip Glow, but that one is really expensive. This one also, but they at least have some offers going on at some point, so I really like this. It actually looks really dark, but once you apply it, it becomes it's like a really nice pink on your lips, and I personally love pink lips, as you guys know. So I really enjoy using it. Doesn't feel sticky on your lips, and you know, you feel like using it on your lips. That's the quality I think I would look for whenever I am, you know, buying a lip balm. So yeah, this one by Bobbi Brown is really good. For setting sprays, I have these two right here. First up is this, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. As you can tell, I've used up a lot of this. Is the smaller size, and this is going to lock your makeup in place in the most natural way. It doesn't make your makeup, you know, luminous or matte. It's just like however you've applied, that's just exactly how it sets it, and does, you know, make it last longer. And then we have this, which is another one of my favorites. I just wish that this did not have like scent in it. It's nothing unpleasant, but I just feel like it's a bit strong. This is the Morphe Luminous Setting Mist, and I'm actually wearing it on my face today. It just adds like a really nice glow. Sometimes what I do is I just apply makeup and I don't even use highlighter, but I use like a luminous spray, and it just like accentuates the shine naturally. So yeah, this is another one of my favorites. Next up are lip products. Now this was not easy. You guys know I am obsessed with lip products. I tried out a bunch of different formulations, and I have still tried to narrow it down for you guys. So do take these recommendations seriously, because I am very specific about what formulation I use on my lips. So first up are these, which are the Rus Oso Luxe Liquid Lip Balms. I have been using these since the time I have received them. These two shades right here are so beautiful. This one is like a really nice nude, and this is like a pinky rosy shade. These are such hydrating like lip products. You can use them every single day as well, and that's what I like to do. They're obviously not transfer proof or anything, but they just add the right amount of color, and it's not like, it's the right amount of hydration as well, which is why I really enjoy these. Then we have this, which is the Calabar and Jacqueline Hill, I was going to say Jacqueline Fernandez collection, and this is the lip shade in this shade Hickey. Look how beautiful this nude is. I literally was like hunting for this like crazy. This is how it looks like. It's the most like beautiful peachy, but not like overly peachy nude. And yeah, this is another formulation that I really like, and also just actually this works really well as a blush as well. Like look at how beautiful the formulation on this is. So yeah, that is a lip product that I really like. Next up is the liquid lipstick that I'm wearing on my lips right now, and this is the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Lip in the shade Rosewood. Again, it's such a beautiful like pinky toned color, but it's not pinky nude color, I would say. The formulation is amazing. It feels so nice on the lips. When you're applying it, has like a cooling sensation, and it obviously dries down to like a really nice matte finish. Doesn't accentuate lines, feels super comfortable on the lips, and as you can tell, it has a really good pigment to it as well. So highly recommend checking this particular shade out, which is Rosewood. Next up in lipsticks, we have this, which is the Moat Velvet Matte Lipstick in the shade Cotton Rose. I have done like a separate swatch video on my Instagram as well, so make sure you check that out. This is another bullet lipstick formulation that I really fell in love with the moment I tried it on. Feels super comfortable. That's like one of my main criteria. I don't want my lips to be flaky and dry. So it's okay if I have to like do a little bit of touch up as well. I don't mind that. I don't want my lipstick to be super transfer proof and just like glue like. So that's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, this is something I got from Limeys, or I don't know how to pronounce. That's the website. I'm going to have a link to it in the description box below. Then for lip liners, I really enjoy using this, which is again late to the party. I don't know why I have not tried this before. This is the MAC lip pencil in Soar. Again, such a beautiful like pink for Indian skin. It literally suit every skin tone. It's that like stunning pink color. Then we have these two right here, which is obviously Nykaa Lips Don't Lie lip liners. Have to be one of my favorite formulations. Super affordable, and I like lip pencils that you can sharpen, so you can get that precision. Otherwise the twist up ones just like are not gonna work. Then we have this, which is the Milani lip liner in Spice. Again, such a beautiful like nude, brown nude shade. Gonna suit again almost all skin tones. So yeah, those are my lip liner and lip product recommendations. I told you guys, like I've literally narrowed it down to like such few products, because these are the absolute best that I've tried. Not saying that I don't like the others. Obviously the products are just gonna keep getting added to my favorites lists. Also, if you want to know my favorite liquid lipstick recommendations, make sure you check out my reel. I have swatched my favorite shades and also shown you guys which liquid lipstick formulations I love. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I'm sure that this one is going to be super long. So any other recommendations that I might have, I'm going to leave it in the description box below. I'm going to try to add some skincare as well, so you can just refer to that. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then please like it and share it with your friends, and also comment down below letting me know your favorites. And I will see you all in 2022. I really hope that this year was slightly better than the previous one, and let's hope that it just keeps getting better and not worse. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.